I cannot tell you how many times I've seen somebody go for the thing that they want, and then about a lap or less than a few steps in, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I know it's gonna be like this. Actually, I don't even know what's gonna happen next. I don't even know where I am. I don't even know what's going on. Gotta get out. And this would happen often, very often, especially as a filmmaker and an actor. A lot of classmates, a lot of friends, a lot of, coworkers, they make the announcement, hey, moving to Los Angeles. And you're like, all right, may you be blessed. Good luck. And then many times, said person would come back within 6 months. Not everybody, and this is no judgment to them either. And they would come back within 6 months and be like, I just said I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I couldn't do it. And it's like, oh, what happened? I just didn't know what was going on, and this is at the third. And it's like, oh. And really the through line is uncertainty. Any path towards where you want to go or what you want to get is going to engage with some uncertainty. And I just say this with, a quarter of my chest here. You will have to engage with uncertainty if you even want to get on the path to where you want to go. Just to touch the hem of the path, you will have to engage with uncertainty. You will have to normalize uncertainty to a certain extent, because the path to success or wherever you want to go is going to involve some kind of compromise or giving up of your comfort. You're just going to have to let it go. And when you let go of the familiar, you engage with the uncertain. You don't know what's going to happen next. Anything could happen, but I can tell you what's going to happen if you don't engage with it. You're not going to get on the path where you want to go to. That's it. I don't know what's going to happen with this channel. This could continue on where I get, over 100 views every now and then, and I just don't know. That's all this could be, and then. My family could be looking at me funny, being like, man, this guy doesn't have a job, but he's on YouTube all the time. He hasn't had an acting job in about a year, but he's on YouTube all the time. But I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that to get to where I want to go, I want to create an archive of videos that just make it so my life wasn't lived in vain, and so it can help out other people down the road. That's what I want to do. And I don't know where this leads. And matter of fact, I don't know. I know where I want to go. I feel that I'm getting there. Do I see it? No, not at all. Not all right. I mean, not really at all right now. There's some successes in my life where I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I love that. But I'm in the dark like 95% of the time. When you audition for a film, you don't know a damn thing. You don't know who went in after you. You don't know who went before you. You don't know anything. You just shoot your shot. That's all you can do. All you can do is shoot your shot. And until you engage with the reality of not getting that job, or as they call it, rejection, the idea is the path is the prize. The path is the prize when you begin to engage with it. So to help you out to get along to where you want to go to, the first thing you have to understand is you have to build a practice without seeing the fruits of victory. Build a practice without seeing the fruits of victory. Stick to the plan. Stick to the practice. If you engage with having to always see if somebody's watching you or giving you a thumbs up or a compliment, you're not going to keep doing the thing you want to do. You're going to make your path dependent on the 3D, which is what it should not be in the first place, okay? I'm letting you know that off top. You got to get this through your head, is that if your path or what you want is determined by the volume of the audience cheering for you, it's going to be tough, because you've now given full power to something that's outside of you. Commit to the work within, you will then continue on the path. The second thing in working towards what you want is what we started off talking about. God, oh my goodness, this is all coming together at the same time. There was a moment in 2020 during the uprising in my city, in the city I live in. I don't own it, it's not my city. A veteran community leader and activist told me, I said, what's going on tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow? Because it was day after day, it was just something new every day. And this community leader said, I don't know. You're just going to have to embrace the uncertainty. I can't tell you the way my jaw dropped on the phone, standing in my friend's kitchen. I was like, wow, okay. It was full stop right there. And I give this to you now. The second step towards getting what you want is embrace the uncertainty. You don't know when. You sure don't know how. But you do know who you are and what you want. At least know those two things. Who you are and what you want. Don't know when. You for surely don't know how. And knowing how isn't even your job. So I would just stay out of that department and never knock on that door at all. If somebody even told you how you would get there, it would mess up. It would be like Back to the Future 2. We would just mess it all up and be like, oh, well, this is how it's supposed to go. How you get there is going to be determined by universe, God, higher power, whatever the seeds are that you planted early on. And you just don't know how they're going to grow, but they will grow. But it will be at their own process and pace. Let those things work out. But you have to embrace the uncertainty. You got to embrace the uncertainty. You have to embrace the uncertainty. I can't say that one enough, because when you embrace the uncertainty, you are essentially, you're letting go and letting God. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing the work. And this goes back to the first one, practicing without the fruits of victory. Like, just keep going forward. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. And I just really want you to get this, because when you're doing the work, you're really, you're engaging in it all the time. And it feels not great a lot. Like, I remember swim practice, middle of the season. It felt awful. Every lap I felt like quitting. It was, but I felt like I wouldn't feel like quitting, like I was like, physically, out of it. But I felt the idea of quitting. I'd be like, what if we just left right now and went to Burger King? I'm very hungry. And that would just keep happening. And that's okay. And I think the other part of it, the third part of this is, number one, practice without the fruits of victory. 2, embrace the uncertainty. And 3, understand that being on the path is a prize unto itself. Being on the path, oh my goodness, how do I explain this? Just going to therapy I've already won. I don't need to see any of the money. I don't need to see any of the notoriety. I'm already there. I'm showing myself the love and compassion that I promised I would show myself. And I'm there. And it may not be therapy for you. Maybe it's something else. But it's showing yourself the love and compassion that you already get being on the path. It's part of the prize. Like, that is it. You are giving yourself compassion and kindness and love without any fruits of victory there. Like, you're just there. Being on the path is part of the prize. The path is the prize. So, like, just going to Los Angeles and just getting through it, that's part of the prize. That's it. And then later on, we can worry about some other stuff where it's like, now we want to thrive a little. We want to turn it up a little bit. Because when we were in a short bus, souped up to be a tour bus in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, with little to, probably $80 to our name, I was still happy, because I was committed to the craft. I was committed to the music. I was still doing the music. There was no other place I would have rather been. It's beautiful. I loved it. I absolutely loved every second of it, even though it didn't feel all the time like it was, a success or anything like that. We were at where we were at. And I was like, this is good. This is good. We're here. We're doing it. And we can't get there unless we're here. How about that one? That's the story for this one too. You can't get there unless you start doing the work here. Like that's, oh my goodness. I want this for you so much, and I just want you to understand that there's going to be things along the way that are going to tell you otherwise. I know that this lighting is going down here. This is not the greatest lighting for this situation. And my goodness, just when you start to understand that this path is going to be rough towards what you want to get, you just adopt that and say, okay. And even sometimes when crazy things happen, sometimes I say to myself, okay, I must be getting close because it's trying to throw me off. I must be getting real close. And so that can happen as well. But I understand that there's going to be adversity, understand that there's going to be uncertainty for sure, and understand that being on the path it really is the prize. And so I wish you the best on that path, but you gotta stick to it once you get on it. And sometimes, many times, you will have to build the plane as it's flying. You're just gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to replace a part while you're in air. And not literally, obviously, but that's just part of it. You're gonna have to fix the car while it's speeding on the highway. So that is the best advice I can give you in being on the path towards where you want to go. We will talk about this again in future videos when when the sun isn't going down. But thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video.